What's going on? My name's Roman and welcome to Roman Rose Collectible Coliseum. On today's episode, we're taking a look at the Dragon Stars Super Saiyan 4 Goku figure. I want to say Dragon Ball GT. He's from Dragon Ball GT, but this is no longer canon, so this is kind of just some fan service that they were doing for us, which I could not have been more excited about. I know this has already been out for a little while. I've had it, I just haven't gotten around to doing a video on it, and I would love to do a video on it. So this is Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Really love this figure. There is some design stuff about the series I don't love, but as far as the figures go, this is my favorite one. I've had a few of them, haven't kept a lot of them, but this one is absolutely worth keeping. So let's take a look at him, starting from the ground up. You see we saw his instant transmission hand is on him. So from the ground up, we do get rotation at the ankles. There's a rocker in there somewhere, but the ankles do come off fairly easily. I'm going to turn that rocker so it's facing forward. Yeah, don't get a whole lot of range out of the ankles just because this cuff cuts off. We do get double jointed knees, which is pretty cool. You get 90 out of them, but not much more. So it's very limited, as is a double jointed. I mean, it's very limited as a double jointed knee. Most double jointed knees are not this limited, but you know, the pants kind of change how you have to do things. Looking at the hips drop down a little bit. They are on a ball peg that sometimes the legs pop off, and that's totally fine. They pop right back on. But you see the leg, it's kind of loose. It goes all the way around. There's no upper thigh cut, but there is some swivel thanks to the ball in the leg. We do get some waist movement, so the waist movement's good. There's a little bit of ab crunch. Just a little bit. It's more of a wiggle. It's kind of hard to get it to stay in place. It's actually going pretty well. So yeah, we do get the waist and then the crunch at the abs, but it's one solid upper here for the chest and the back area, which I do not mind at all. We do get interchangeable hands for this guy. We get 3 hands. We get 2 fisted hands, 2 open hands, and 1 instant transmission hand. So a total of 5 hands, so 2.5 sets. They are on a hinge. They do rotate all the way around. You see we have the double jointed elbow, which works very nicely, and we have the bicep swivel, which is really cool. We do get a pretty nice joint here at the shoulders. It does get gappy at times. You see if I pull it all the way down, it looks weird. So oftentimes I push it up while I'm posing it and just keep it up right there, and that is absolutely fine for it. You see this shoulder on this side does the same thing, where you do get that movement. Not entirely sure why it goes down so far or why it gets so gappy. You see there, it just looks defective. Then you pop it back up, it looks okay. So I'm not 100% on why they did that. Looking at the head, Goku head sculpt is pretty nice. You can tell it's definitely a different plastic than the SH Figure Arts. However, they did not skimp on the hair sculpt. The hair sculpt is absolutely incredible, really sharp. Yeah, it's not as soft a plastic as I thought it was. The hair does seem to be in 2 different pieces. You see how the upper piece moves and the bottom 3 pieces of hair right here are staying put. I think those pieces of hair are connected to these pieces of hair that go over the shoulder, so you can move it, and then those hair pieces don't really move. But yeah, the sculpt on this is really good. The paint on this is really good. And actually, the figure itself is really nice. For a $20 Dragon Ball figure, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, whatever. For a $20 Dragon Ball figure, it's actually really nice, and you get interchangeable hands. So let's take a look at some of those hands. Here we have the open set. Oh, if I can grab them. They're so small, and the plastic is so soft, it is very slippery. So yeah, we have the open hands, which are nice. We're going to take off the instant transmission hand. See, there is a ball peg right there. And we're going to pop on the other fist hand, because that is how I will have them displayed most of the time, is with double fist hands. Maybe powering up. This one has good posability. Oh yeah, the tail. Tail doesn't get much range. I mean, you can go all the way around with it, but it is in a stuck position, a fixed position, so yeah, just do what you can with it. I didn't think we'd ever get a Super Saiyan 4 Goku figure. I'm just happy to have whatever we can get, and this to me is one of the strongest outings from Dragon Stars. Great looking figure, good scale to it too. I'm going to bring out SH Figure Arts just to see what it looks like next to it. That way we can see, you know, how it scales with the majority of Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball figures. Let's just put that right there, take his hands out of the way. Here we have Super Saiyan, or not Super Saiyan, SH Figure Arts Goku. And the height difference is, I mean, they're really close to the same height. I mean, really close. The Dragon Stars is just ever so slightly taller, but it's negligible. And I can tell just by looking at kind of where the shoulders are, but it looks really good next to this figure. So yeah, this is a figure that can just hop right into your display and not really skip a beat. You can kind of tell by looking at the shoulders and some of the quality of the plastic, but really, this is a really good look for Goku. I'm going to have these figures displayed next to each other, probably like this, if not in a dynamic pose, trying to get a stand for these guys, but yeah, these are absolutely incredible, and it scales really well together. So yeah, if I'm going to have my, like my evolution of Goku, he's going to be at the front, and this guy's going to be at the back. You know, we're going to have to mix in some blue and some red and some, you know, all the other kinds of Gokus there are now. I don't have all of them. These are the only 2 Gokus that I have. So we're taking a look at the Super Saiyan 4 Goku first, and then we will take a look at this Saiyan Raised on Earth SH Figure Arts Goku another time. But for now, thank you everybody who watched, and as always, peace, love, keep on collecting, and I will see you guys next time.